Still trying to find something to play in the background that I like. I have about 1,200 songs on my iMac. I collect soundtracks and old sheet music and have a lot of music on CD because I'm old school. Very old school. I don't like downloading because if your computer stops working or the power goes out, you've got a $1,200 paperweight on your desk. Well, anyway, this is the guy from Pittsburgh again, and I just thought I'd talk about stuff that really bugs me, because a lot of times I sit in my apartment and talk to people on the phone, see stuff on TV that really drives me nuts. Like, why is it when you call customer service, they keep calling you sir? I know who I am. I'm not an English knight. Everybody calls me George, even my mother. I don't have to be told I'm sir over and over and over again. Another thing that drives me crazy is when they tell you that you're frustrated. No, frustration is when you can't open the pickle jar or you miss the bus by a minute. That's frustrating. When I call up customer service to try to find out why my checking account's overdrawn $200 or where my refund is, or because the last guy I just talked to I had to hang up because he was so stupid I wanted to reach for the phone and strangle him, which is why I wish they had strangle-vision and bitch-slap-o-vision on phones. You could smack the person for being really dense or stupid because they don't quite get what the hell they're doing. That's another thing that really bugs me. You call up these companies, particularly really big places like Bank of America, the DMV, and you get, your call is important to us. Well, if it's so important, hire some more people to answer the phone. I called the DMV the other day. I spent an hour and 15 minutes to talk to the DMV. And it's ridiculous. The state of California a year or two ago was broke. Now they're putting a surplus away, and yet they spend money on transsexual teenagers in the bathrooms at high schools, and they want to give illegals driver's licenses, but the DMV can't answer the phone. I just don't get this state sometimes. Anyway, that's some of the things that drive me crazy. You go to the store and the clerk will say, have a nice day. What if I'm having a really crappy day and don't feel like having a nice day or don't feel like having conversation at all? I just want to get my groceries and go home. I've never quite understood that either. I guess it's part of what they're told to do, but it's kind of like, it's always struck me as being insincere. One of the big things I'm really ticked about is CARB. That's the California Air Resources Board. In 2009, the federal government passed an amendment to the Clean Air Act allowing other states to enact CARB regulations, which means that eventually all 50 states will be by proxy like a giant octopus reaching its tentacles out. They'll be a subsidiary of California and their California Air Resources Board. The CARB rules are already in effect in Illinois, and on July 1st of this year they went into effect in New York. And what this does, they render you unable to buy an aftermarket catalytic converter in California for your Prius. And eventually you won't be able to buy an aftermarket catalytic converter for any car unless you go to the dealer, because that's going to be the only place you'll be able to get a catalytic converter for your car.
11:45.
And the reason why that is even though CARB claims, I talked them on last week, so I know, that they don't regulate the manufacturer of catalytic converters, nor can they force, and that's an exact quote, force manufacturers to make one. No one makes a CARB-approved catalytic converter in California for a Prius. So we have to go to the dealer now and spend $1,195 for the main converter, $200 a piece for the left and front converters, and then take it to a shop and have them install it. The dealer wants $300. I found a place that will only charge us an hour labor, but it's ridiculous. You can go get an Eastern converter outside of California. They won't ship one to California, and you can't install one in California. It's illegal. You can't take one off a junk car. You can't take one off a wrecked car. And I think this is some kind of collusion or conspiracy or whatever you want to call it between bureaucrats that are unelected and unaccountable and car dealers in California. And now, like cockroaches in the night, it's spread to Illinois, it's spread to New York, all liberal states. It may have spread to Oregon, another liberal state. But they're going to cost the drivers of this country billions when they could be spending a few dollars on a part that, if it weren't for the clean air rules here, they could put on cheap and even maybe do it themselves. I know technically how to fix everything on the car we just got 2 weeks ago. I couldn't do it if my life depended on it without help. I'm better. I could build my own PC or my own Mac better than I could work on our own car. So I find it incredible that somebody, I think, has been paid off either in CARB, the state government, the dealers. Somebody's acting collusion that you are forced to go to a dealer to buy a $1,200 part. Hell, I've bought cars for less than $1,200. Anyway, that's what I got to say for now. I hope y'all had a great Sunday. It's almost Monday. The Steelers today really sucked. 5 interceptions. The 49ers here locally also sucked. I'm really surprised that Cincinnati and some other teams this weekend. I'm going to have to do some more studying on the NFL because I'm involved online, I think, where we try to pick like 5 teams every week. And I've been pretty good in the past. Last year I had an 80% success record. I wish we'd had a car last year. I would have been heading to Reno every week and betting. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, this is my second attempt at a YouTube video, and I'm going to probably be posting several of these a day, just talking about what I think of, and how I think of things. By the way, I'm trying to find music. That was a theme from the Trials of O'Brien, a great failed TV attorney show with the late and great Peter. Oh my God, my brain is gone. The guy was in Colombo. I've drawn a blank in his name. I'm having another senior moment, folks. Have a great week. See you soon. This is the guy from Pittsburgh signing off and closing Channel D. Bye-bye.